Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your December 2021 reading. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising for a more well-rounded perspective. And remember, these are all generalized readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, let's go ahead and begin. Okay, I feel this is coming in hard with guardian energy. So guardians, how that applies to you. I feel like this is definitely something from the spirit realm that you have been connecting with or wondering if it exists. But guardian energy, wondering if you have a guardian spirit, an aspect of your spirit that is also a warrior on that side for you, and or ancestor that is a guardian spirit. But there is definitely a connection with guardian spirit on some level that you have become aware of and you are connecting with on a certain level. For each of you, it kind of depends on where you're at as to how much awareness that you have. And I do feel like there's a little bit of fear that's coming with this. Also, I don't know if some of you have felt like you saw something and then you're just kind of wondering if it was good or bad. And I know a lot of people have innate homegrown fear for the spirit realm. And so even when you see something and you feel initially that it was actually a positive thing, that homegrown fear kind of rises up and sort of pushes out even our first initial intuitive response to what it is that we see. But overall, I do feel like guardian is coming through. There is definitely a message of letting you know if you still question or you still have concerns, you can go through a process, find something that find something that allows you to figure out a process that resonates with you as to how you can identify whether what it is that you're experiencing is actually a guardian spirit or not. But if you generally saw and experienced with something and your initial response was that you knew it was there for safety, and then you just kind of pushed it aside because childhood concerns or fears or homegrown fears sort of pushed it down and out of the way, I feel like you can really tap into knowing that your initial response was correct. However, I do want to say that if you still feel questioning about it, connect with someone or go through a process of whether it's, something that you do with somebody else who can let you know, or something that you do for yourself, like a reading or divination or communion, if you are into already communing with a deity or your ancestors, and find out the answer that way. But I do feel overall, though, there is definitely some guardian spirits that are around you, guardian entities that are around you and essentially have your back, so to speak, just kind of protecting, like watching over you. Watching over you is a big thing. We have this followed with the world tree. I feel like this is connection. This is coming in as a connection of like ancestor connection, from ancestor lineage line, and it is sort of kind of continuing that guardian vibe or energy that I was tapping into. So this, for some of you, this is connection with, it might not be specifically ancestors in the sense that you could name as your grandmother or your great-grandmother or something along that line, but rather more along the lines of just a connection from a tribal perspective, from a people perspective. So there is sort of an overall feeling of that structure that ties you to people long ago. They're kind of coming forth and sort of protecting, watching over you and yours as you're going through something right now that for some of you it seems extremely serious. Whatever it is, it feels like quite life altering, which is one of the reasons why you feel like you were aware of this, but then you're wondering if the awareness was a good thing, if your intuition was correct or not, because all of these other events have been life altering. They've been quite, I feel like a state of danger almost, which would render the reason why you would need or desire or wonder if what you saw was a guardian of some sort. So whatever it is, this is kind of ancient lineage for you on some level. There is connections or ties on an ancient lineage part. So it's more than just grandparents and great-grandparents. This is like going back a long ways, and they have risen up and they're kind of watching over you and your family as you're going through whatever it is that you're going through at this particular time. We're following this with the Three of Pentacles, and there is sort of a training that's going to be happening on your horizon. For some of you, it's spiritual, so you're going to be experiencing a training on some level, on a spiritual level, and it's just sort of to help you hone the skill of connection with, or communion with, on a spiritual level, with ancestors, potentially the guardians, however that applies. And then for others of you, it has to do with your work. Now, if your work ties in with the spiritual, obviously that applies too, but I feel like there are some of you that it's also work separate from spiritual stuff. So things that have presented itself, and there's a bit of a training that you either are considering or are in the process of going through, because you want to be able to increase your skill set and hopefully eventually gain promotion, whether it is promotion within the work or job that you're at now, or promotion outside of this job, but by being able to move on, or potentially even kind of creating a scenario where you can leave being employed behind and potentially work for yourself. But there's definitely some form of training that you're going through, and with the specific desire of really kind of increasing and expanding your skill set and how that can provide for you in some manner. We're following this with the Nine of Pentacles, and this is really coming in with that, like I said, moving from, like honing, like continuing that card connection, and how what it is that you're feeling and going through that training is really supposed to be, what your desire is to expand your skill set so that you yourself can move on. This is all sort of a message to let you know that you're going in the right direction if you continue to follow this path. The Nine of Pentacles is to let you know that eventually that path is going to get you to where you are feeling the financial abundance and security that you have been seeking, which was the point of taking this class. So I'm not talking like win the lottery, $1 million abundance, but definitely that sense of security that comes when we, choose a skill set that we take a training for, and we expand our knowledge and we expand our experience, and then we allow ourselves to grow into that allows us to grow out of our current situation and into a better situation. That's what the Nine of Pentacles is letting you know. You are going in that direction. So I don't know if you've gone through a time period where you have wondered about this training that you are taking on, or you're about to take on, or you're going through and have pondered whether or not it was a good idea. The Nine of Pentacles is basically answering that question for you, that you are going in the right direction, and this is eventually going to lead you to that sense of having and security that you were hoping whenever you signed up for that training. We are ending with Divine Light. I feel like this is connecting with not only the guidance that you have received on some level as you've moved through this, but also connecting with that guardian message. I do want to reiterate that. Again, if you are still wondering about what you saw or what you felt, go through the process, find someone or something that allows you to clarify for yourself so you can sit in the safety and security of that being safe for you. But ultimately, I do feel like there's definitely a lot of divine light and divine guidance that is surrounding you at this time period. And I would really, recommend continuing to follow that and to continue to sit in that, however that may mean for you. All right, Capricorn, that is all I have for you at this time period. I hope that this reading has provided you for everything you were hoping for and more. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising for a more well-rounded perspective, and hopefully I will see you in a future video.